9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
What up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. I have to think about that. Happy Wednesday. My name is TK Trinidad. Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. We are currently in WWT Live, and I am not alone. Please let me know first off, before I tell y'all who's going to be in. First off, wherever you're coming from, where you're watching from, city, state, etc., let us know in the chat where you're hailing from. Also, the super chats are open, and you're wondering, what does that mean? It means that if you support the brand, you'll able to ask us any questions like, what does Ced do in the streets? What does Will do in order to watch NXT? All those things. You're able to ask those questions for $2 or more. Now, with that being said, we have the sweetest Oosh. She's in the building, y'all, with the red in the background. Honey's in the chat. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, boss lady. Doing well. Glad to be here. So much wrestling, so little time, and it's the middle of the week. We're not even done. Let's get into it.
That part. And the PR princess herself. I mean, you guys talked about it a little bit. I guess y'all both cold because you're wearing it's turtleneck. As I'm wearing a sports bra. It's turtleneck season on the East Coast, and I'm just like, man, it's hot. I mean, I don't know if I should take off this is my grandmother's. If y'all see me wearing this often, it's actually my grandmother's cardigan, and it's just on the chair.
Yeah, man.
I wear something.
Yeah, that temperature dropped on me and says real fast.
Well, I'm sorry. I was like, what is okay? And for our entertainment, the one, the only Kay McCoy is in the building.
Yes, I didn't get the sports bra email, TK, but next show. Next show, that's the after hour show where you get to see that actually. So make sure you subscribe for more.
You actually have, shout out to Zach and Joseph in the chat. You also you have a Zach Galifianakis vibe to you, Kane, from Hangover. That's you.
Well, it's fitting because most times I do WWT, I am hungover. I'm very stressed living in Los Angeles, so I have my coping mechanisms to get through the day and the shows. So cheers to that.
Cheers to that. So let's get started. Big news for women's wrestling on the whole yesterday. Shout out to PWI. They dropped their 250 list, and at the top of that 250 list, number 1 and 2. I mean, did AEW even mention this? 1 and 2 AEW stars Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm, which is very interesting. Well deserved. It's not even that. But it's interesting that they're both AEW stars, and WWE didn't top that in any sort of way. And I wonder if WWE is plotting to make sure this is not the case next year, or does it matter to them? With that being said, we'll start off with you, Courtney, being our AEW resident. Thoughts? Do you think 1 and 2 is well deserved? Do you think it should have switched? Is there anybody on that list for the PWI Women's 250 that you feel got missed or should be in a higher position?
This is interesting because when it first came out, actually, number one, it doesn't surprise me because people have to remember last year, Mercedes was ineligible for it because during that she was unable to do it with that eligibility period. And also that was when she was in AEW, because you remember she left WWE. She was in New Japan for a bit, and then she came to AEW, so that kind of do that. And I kind of knew this year she was going to be eligible for it. So people tend to forget about the eligibility period and the requirements because they do look at wins and loss records. Obviously, she's been breaking belt after belt after belt through everything that's been happening. I do think it's not a coincidence there, even though she only had 1 loss. And obviously, of course, with Toni Storm being number 2, doesn't surprise me at all, especially with the fact Toni Storm was number 1 last year. And she was the first woman from AEW to do that. But that's something I'm very excited for, and it doesn't shock me at all. Also, with the fact to kind of going through this list, we do have Saya Kamenati at number 3, Tiffany Stratton at number 4, Stephanie Fakir at number 5, Io Sky at number 6, Athena at number 7, number 8 at Sari, number 9 Naomi, and number 10 Rhea Ripley. So I think this one, a lot of people are very, especially in PWI, because I think Will and I talked about this last year. We should get somebody on PWI to talk about the eligibility process, how they do it, just like the simple steps, because a lot of times people always talk bad about it every year. But I think with this one for women's wrestling, there are some. I was very surprised Roxanne Perez didn't get number 10, considering she was number 11 last year. That was very surprising for me because, like, you know, she was in the Royal Rumble match. She got one of the longest records of the Royal Rumble match, and she's been killing it on the main roster this past year, obviously doing 101, pairing off with Raquel Rodriguez, which I'm very surprised on that because I thought at least Roxanne would have made top 10. But I think this is kind of their list, and they said they're very thorough on it, and it doesn't shock me at all. But congratulations to Mercedes getting number 1. Obviously, my gal Toni Storm getting number 2. So big day in women's wrestling. And also shout outs to all the independent women's wrestlers on that list too, because I did see a lot of them. So kudos to them. A lot of them are there for first time as well. And it's just a good day for women's wrestling.
Yeah, Charity King at Ashe's women's champion. She's been on there. She should have been on there a couple years ago, so I'm really happy for her. There's so many people that I saw. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really great. Honey, thoughts?
Well, we know my shady thoughts, but I'm not going to be.
What's your shady thoughts?
Well, I'm not going to be shady when it comes to this situation. I've said this and nipped this in the bud with said the last couple of times we spoke. I'm no longer going to be the petty one when it comes to Mercedes Moné, because at this point it's undeniable and I'd be lying to myself. It's kudos to both of these women making top 2. And a lot of people have been debating, you know, of course, everybody in the IWC is just like, oh, this person should be here, this person should be there. But at the end of the day, you got to think about what the list is. And it's ranking the sport itself, the sport of wrestling and women's wrestling's most elite performers. That means total package type of deal. And with these two, honestly, it doesn't get any more total package, even in going into the list of the top 10. Those women all deserve to be in those spots. They've all made an impact. They all have the mic skills. They all have the in-ring ability. They all have the draw. You know what I mean? So at this point, it's just, there's no fighting it. There's no fighting in, like, at this point, you'll be just talking about who's your favorite and your favorite needs to be on this list. At the end of the day, all of these women that even rank this list, it's always a big deal. But I think these two need to be right where they are. The first 10 should actually be where they are in some cases. I wonder where Roxanne would have fit, but then again, this is this year, not, you know, in NXT's past year, because I'm sure she would have ranked a little high. I don't even remember what her rank was last year, but kudos to Mercedes and Toni Storm and to AEW in that fact, because they're top 2 in PWI.
I'll tell you what, Bosa's being shady for you. Oh my God, you gotta read the text, y'all. If y'all like, what are you talking about? Go on YouTube and you can read Bosa's comments.
Okay, Bosa. Okay, you know what, Bosa? Okay, so nervous is a stretch. First of all, nervous is a stretch. All right, and shout outs to Marie. I love you, girl, but perfectly ranked, I don't know about that. I would have technically still put Toni in number 1 again. I would have done it all over again. And give Mercedes a reason to keep coming at her, because that's the one that she just can't top. You know,
she was number 1 last year.
Check your videos. You'll always be number 2.
Oh,
just saying. And that's as shady as it gets, Bosa.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm sure Kane. I'm actually very curious and scared on what Kane's gonna say. So, Kane, thoughts?
Well, through all the hellfire and brimstone of talking about this list, I want to say that ultimately the theme here is redemption. Redemption for Mercedes Moné, redemption for Toni Storm, and validation for All Elite Wrestling and Tony Khan and the existence of a true competitor in professional wrestling. I want to take it back, way back on this Wednesday to December of 2021, the last week. There's a house show in DC, Washington, DC, a WWE house show that is a triple threat match. Charlotte Flair is your women's champion, and she defeats Sasha Banks and Toni Storm. Okay, this happens in December of 2021, I believe December 28th. December 29th, what happens? Toni Storm says, enough. I've had enough. I'm tired of being pied in the face. I'm tired of this booking. I'm tired of it. See you guys later. I'm going to an Outback Steakhouse to get a bloomin' onion because she's Australian or whatever, some Vegemite. Who cares about the meal? Regardless, the deal was
Bloomin'
she
onion
was
is
out.
fire.
5 to 6 months later, what happens? Sasha Banks says, you know what? Irritating voice throat guy. Me and my girl, Naomi, peace out. See you guys later. I can do bad all by myself. Peace out. You know, and the trials and tribulations that these two women have gone through in professional wrestling the last four years, to see this now, to see this validation. Toni Storm is number one last year. Mercedes is dealing with injuries and whatnot. She's ineligible, and she has this hell of a run for almost a year and a half now, including the eligibility period. And here we are. We see two AEW wrestlers. This company's been around proper for 6 years now, and they have two wrestlers. Number one, who main evented their biggest pay-per-view of the year at All In, their top two, 1 and 2. So AEW, Tony Khan, Mercedes Moné, Toni Storm, they should be very, very proud of this moment right here. And as wrestling fans, we should be very thankful that such competition exists. So that's my take from it ultimately. The fact that, 3-4 years ago, we didn't even think we'll see Toni Storm again. You know what I'm saying? 3-4 years ago, it's not possible for Toni Storm to even leave WWE and go to another major promotion. Same thing with Mercedes. And now, you know, Tony Khan, Toni Storm, all the Tonys, Tony, them two, and Mercedes, they should be in a ring doing a victory lap. Not the Young Bucks victory lap, but something more like efficient and not harmful to the product. But yes, they all should be doing a victory lap and be very proud of this.
That is wow, producer from the future. When you see this, Dylan, please cut it, because I thought he was gonna go way left field. So shout that. And then also
that's what I was waiting for, quite honestly.
Yeah, I thought the swerve was on us. The pie is on my face.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Thought it was gonna be something else. And also shout to obviously Athena too for being that top 10, a part of that AEW brand. So kudos
Forever
to them.
champ.
Forever champ.
Forever.
So now the question is, and I don't want to spend too much longer on this because we have other things, but the question is, if those three women didn't hold championships as long as they did, do you think that their order would be different? Like, say if Mercedes got the Saraya treatment, where she came in, everybody's excited, but then, you know, she was died down. Same with Toni Storm. She's been in and out of that. You know, she's kind of been in that championship picture essentially almost the whole time she's been with AEW. And I mean, Athena's Athena. So do you think things would have been different? It's because I feel this is great for them, but it almost, and more, I guess, Courtney, you can start with this. It almost is like the other rest of the division suffers a little bit. So
high tides rises all ships. So I hope that everyone is looking at this and saying, well, if we can get to it, then if they can get to it throughout what they've been through, then we can get to it. We've seen the example. We've seen what it's like when you put in that time and work and, you know where you at and know where you could be and accept it and back it up. That's the thing about it. Like Mercedes and Toni Storm both bet on themselves. So if there is any women in the locker rooms, whether it's WWE, AEW, TNA, whatever indie you want to think about, they bet on themselves, and this is the result of that.
I will also.
So
add
I
in
think
there-
now it's gonna be like, all right, bet. All right, cool. If this is what I gotta do to like get to that list, because numbers don't lie. Like what they say, like people lie, numbers don't, whatever the Jay-Z quotable is. I think I've botched
never
enough
lie.
Yeah, I think I've botched enough hip hop quotes if you watch Monday's show from rappers. But I think that's what this shows. So shouts to Tiffany Stratton. That was the biggest surprise for me, for her being number 4. I was like, really? Over Stephanie Fucker, who kind of stayed at number 5 with her growth. And yeah, that really shocked me. Also, I thought Blake Monroe, who was at 20, I thought Blake would be, if not top 10, at least top 15.
Well, Blake Monroe kind of started. Blake Monroe just started. Mariah May was a different story.
Yes, and I also may have went through 249 names and skipped Blake Monroe's while searching for Mariah May, because I thought they'll have it like a Mariah May, Blake Monroe / thing. Nope. I was like, is she on the list? Then I went back. Reading is fundamental comprehension.
Yes,
indeed it is.
Love reading.
Any other thoughts?
Good list.
Before we move on.
I was very excited last thing to see Rio. I love Rio. Next to Tiara James, she's probably my favorite indie right now. She just recently dropped the Progress Women's World Championship, but she is the 4th rope women's champion. So England, London-based wrestler. Really excited for her. She went down a little bit, but I think this year, in terms of her visibility and where she's been at, jumping continents, I think this has been a big year for her, and I think she's gonna be bigger next year. But Rio, Progress Wrestling, big fan. Check out her matches, hard hitting, just brutal strikes. I even got to say it like I'm British, brutal strikes. But really, or try to be British, but like really tough wrestler. I really like her style.
Very dang, I really don't want to go the rabbit hole of this, but and we're not gonna go over my dog's like, what are we talking about? We're not gonna go over NXT or Raw as far as what happened in the show, but however, the fact that they said Bumbleclot,
oh my god,
national television,
Rossclot, Bumbleclot.
Yes. I was like, do they not know? I mean, is it okay? I mean, I feel like you could say other words, but I don't know if this is okay.
Hey,
I don't know.
Leon Slater from the 0121, 0121, bro.
I was like, it was great because it was. I was just like, all right, well,
I'm just like, why are you FaceTiming him when you know he's nearby though? Like, like that's the one thing. I was just like,
you know what? I didn't know he was nearby. I almost thought so terrible. Yeah, I was like, yo, do they have to work through the immigration stuff with him too? Like, I literally thought that, like, oh, he's stuck.
No, DK.
Work on the paperwork. I literally thought that. I was like, damn. Another one that got to work on that paperwork.
That's man's would have got that call. Donald, it's Paula. One of our wrestlers needs to come back over.
I thought they got him. They got him. Anywho, we will go back to our scheduled programming as far as NXT and more NXT. We'll have our watch along and post show. Raw, y'all have to text Ced because he's in the streets. But good news on the Canadian front. So WWE has partnered up with Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment for a long-term strategic partnership, bringing together 2 iconic global brands. This is great, and it's great. It's actually you're talking about this, honey. So it's great because it's going back to Toronto, January 26th of 2026. For me, it's just kind of like how much of a mortgage are you paying for these tickets? Because Maple Leaf Sports Entertainment is also a very expensive brand too. So I'm happy for them as far as getting money. But what does this mean for Canadian fans? That's kind of my thought process. Like, is this going to box out? Is it no longer going to be an option for regular folks to watch shows in person? Because growing up for me, that wasn't like seeing shows in person, regardless of wrestling or anything else, was not an option because it just wasn't, we couldn't afford it. So now, where it seemed like there's affordability for families a couple of years ago, is it now pushing out families of 4, or even, a family who doesn't necessarily have the income to bring their children to it? So that's, not necessarily a concern. I just wonder how this is going to play out in the long run.
It's obviously, we know it's a good thing for both companies because, they're opening doors for major events elsewhere, also in Canada, Toronto, for WrestleManias, Royal Rumbles, and what have you, as they're doing with Saudi, they're doing in London and everything like that. So, and it also expands the presence of, being global in the sports realm, with like partnerships with the UFC, the whole Endeavor influence. I mean, I guess, and Canada is a strong market with WWE when they do events. So it could be, it's just another, I think it's just another step to, continuing into
world domination.
Yeah, basically international dominance under TKO, pretty much.
Speaking of international dominance, the councilman is in the building.
Yay.
What's going on, y'all?
Hi, Will.
Been in the office all day since Monday. We taking care of international incidents, mutiny, betrayal. We TKO lost their damn mind. He treating the folks at WWE like this, man. So I've been very busy. Didn't even know if I'd make it on here today.
It's been you and Mark Sterling, smart Mark Sterling, trying to figure out how to file an injunction for AEW against this.
Well, no, I'm filing injunctions. I don't fuck about AEW. I'm filing injunctions on Nikki Bella for having dementia and forgetting who her friends is because of her age. And
that part. Also, not the age part, just the other part.
The age part as well as it is in the dossier. And the fact that we have not received a letter of thank you from John Cena, because had it not been for the greatest luchador on planet Earth, the greatest heel of all time, yes, John Cena would not have achieved the dream that he has not achieved in over 25 years, becoming a Grand Slam champion. And he can't even thank the scumbag of the century. He didn't get a chicken nugget basket. He didn't get a thank you. How his deadbeat ass second father get a handshake and approval before he does?
I understand.
I
mean, he's very lucky that it was Dominic Mysterio and not like Nick Hogan or something.
You know what I'm
Nick
saying?
Hogan would not do the job. He would not do the job.
No,
he would not do the job. But because he's the greatest,
son. But no, you had the honor of being in the ring with the greatest luchador in history. Let me say in history. Don't nobody remember a lot of you in masks. Matter of fact, they treat y'all like Batman. Someone else picks it up, and then they become your character. You will never find another Dominic Mysterio. King of the Luchadors. And he did not thank El Goat, as Sid Dealers, but that's right. El Gote with the at the end, or on top of the E.
Oh, Gote. No, that's not it.
It's a wrestling show, not a linguistics class. So
exactly.
we're just gonna roll with that.
All right.
Okay. Well, with that being said, we have a huge show coming up with AEW, Blood and Guts. Courtney, please take us through the preview. What's going on?
I can't do the same preview Will did on Monday, but I will add my own flair to it because we have blood and guts happening in Greensboro, North Carolina. We are on the road to Full Gear. We just have one quick stop to make at the top of the hour. Yours truly will have timeless Elite Wednesday at the top of the hour. Obviously, of course, we got the anticipated female blood and guts match. Mercedes Moné, Megan Bayne, Marina Shafir, the Triangle of Madness, taking on Mina Shirokana, my ladies Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, Harley Cameron, and Willow Nightingale, all in the same ring, and I'm looking forward to this match. We also do have the men's side, Jon Moxley and the rest of the Death Riders, Pac, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia, Claudio Castagnoli, taking on Darby Allin and the conglomerations, Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and my God, Orange Cassidy, all doing it in the men's. And we also have a match between AEW World Heavyweight Champion Hangman Adam Page taking on Powerhouse Hobbs in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Just a friendly reminder, this will be a 2.5-hour show tonight at the top of the hour on TBS and simulcast on HBO Max. All this and more happening on Blood and Guts. And is there anything in particular match you want to see on Blood and Guts?
I have a question.
Yes.
This match that's being had, can you pull the first one up with the men?
Yes.
Okay. So War Games? Essentially, right?
I mean, that's kind of what it's always been.
Is it different? Like
it's same but different. It's the same difference.
It's same but different.
It's the same
Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
Framing
Coca-Cola and Pepsi. It's Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
So
same difference.
Are they all in there at once, or do they all go in one at a time after a certain time frame has?
So,
I think that's what it was like because they had the man advantage matches, right, Courtney? Or something?
Yeah, so they had the advantages over a collision over the weekend. So obviously we know Darby's team has the advantage. So they'll have it one by one. Obviously we know Mercedes, the Triangle Magnets, Megan Bayne, and Marina Shafir, they have the advantage on the women's side. So usually it's going to be more of an advantage and they're going to be timed one by one coming in.
So War Games.
Minus being in a cage, they just come out in their regular entrances. It's always been this way, though.
It's blood and guts.
I'm just saying. Like,
Blood and guts.
Just hear me out, though. Millions of wrestling fans who come up with stuff all the time. So ain't nobody came up with different matches where two different companies who say they don't watch each other and don't copy off each other, but do a lot of similarities to one another. Some do it before when they come out, then do it vice versa. Like, we could come up with a match that has not been seen nowhere, that is exclusively AEW, that has to do with fence line.
So you want them to come out with their own version of like how
create their own original
elimination chamber or something.
Give me the Thunderdome. Give me the Thunderdome from Mad Max and AEW. Make a whole dome made out of that shit, filled with barbed wire, weapons hanging. Listen, would you not watch it though?
I would watch it.
They could be creative because they're partnering with DC Comics, so they could do something creative and just take that. I don't know, like an inspiration for that. Or something.
I'm just saying because this is War Games, and what's sad is their War Game lineup is a little better than WWE's right now.
I was going to say,
at least for the
match. This match is, Blood and Guts is a little cooking with fish oil right now.
That
you gotta
remember, fire.
Blood and Guts They only called it Blood and Guts because the former chairman owner, who shall not be named, Voldemort McManus, said that he wanted the product to be more PG and not have blood and guts. And that's when Tony Khan was like, is that so? So technically, like the match, which didn't chat, help me out, not to sound like a 15-year-old blogger, but didn't Dusty Rhodes come up with blood with the match? I mean, it's a Jim Crockett promotion.
War Games
thing.
ATK should call it Battle Games just to be an a-hole. Just he should call it Battle
won the battle, but you lost the war.
Yeah, that could be like We giving them gold right now.
That's what Fall Brawl was. You remember Fall Brawl was War Games, like WCW Fall Brawl War Games and whatnot. Yeah. So it's, I mean, technically speaking, you know, because they're doing it in like Greensboro or whatever. So they're doing it in like Jim Crockett NWA territory. So, you know, Blood and Guts.
Oh my gosh.
Which is like, I guess like it's like the RC Cola of it all, does look a little more like linear and is actually more akin to the WCW NWA JCP style than what we see at Survivor Series War Games. Survivor Series should be Survivor Series. Give me the 4-on-4 matched up teams. Like, we don't really need War Games. War Games live is a terrible visual. There's the cage. You can't really see anything. It's not good to see live, actually.
You know what I think? You know what I think it is? You know what I think it really is, though? Because we've been so hell-bent on wondering what War Games is going to look like. We've been wondering for a while since they've been, you know, promoting these events in advance for so long that at least that for me personally, like War Games is definitely shaping up to be a way different than what I had initially imagined it would be. And that's the part that's catching people off guard. You know what I mean? And that's that's kind of a good thing, but it also could be a bad thing, you know, if you get, but they're playing with fire right now. I'm telling you.
It's like somebody was like, yo, I
got
to turn in something today about my idea for War Games, but I ain't wrote nothing down yet. Let me okay.
Go ahead, Jay-Z.
She ain't doing nothing right now. She friends with EO. Who got a match tonight? Ain't that tag match on the line? Leo, let me throw Charlotte and Alexa with them for some reason. They on different brands, but we'll mix it together, make it work somehow, and keep them separate, even though they all should be on both channels. Who else? You know what? Put Oscar and them in there too. They doing their thing. Who else? You know what? Nia Jax ain't doing shit. She could sit on somebody, and she got that last.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Turn that in today.
Well, I'm
gonna take my shades off because I thought I was being shady today.
That's how that felt when that got announced. I was like, "Yo, I feel like we dropped the ball." And why the fuck was Cody there? Why did he ruin another timeline?
Because that's what he does, Will. You know this.
I was just getting over this.
What he does.
I was just getting over this, and I knew he was up to no good.
Ruin the timeline.
With John, I was like, this man is up to something. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Sticking your nose in everybody's business all of a sudden.
He wasn't here just to shake hands. You know what I mean? When I saw Cody, I had StubHub opened to possibly maybe buy Survivor Series tickets. I clicked that X and closed that window. I was like, well, I'm not going to San Diego. I don't need it. I don't need it. Like, this is a PLE that's just happening to happen, and there's not much. It's just
what if they added Brock Lesnar and John Cena to the War Games? Because they ain't supposed to be.
That's what I heard. I saw something swirling around about that. I don't know where the hell they're going to go with this War Games. This wasn't the War Games.
I'd rather see, if you're going to do a major PLE like this, it's Survivor Series. So, like, it's Thanksgiving. It's tradition. Quote unquote, don't read what really happened between the Pilgrims and Natives, but it's tradition. And there should be a couple 4-on-4 matches, but there also should be title matches as well. But now you got both world champions in War Games. And for why? And one of them could have a title match. It's just, it makes the undercard look like, well, what's going to be the undercard then?
The only thing that I could think of that could come out of this is a big payoff where there's going to be a big moment that happens in one of these War Games matches. Kind of like how Black and Gold NXT used to have big moments, like either betrayals or, you know, somebody turning on somebody or somebody unexpectedly winning. And, you know, I feel like that's what they're gearing us up for. Otherwise, they wouldn't have both champions in there. If you're having both champions on one team, how big are you really looking to make this? What is the payoff out of all of that? And there has to be a big moment. It has to be a shocking moment. It has to be a Tegan Knox or Dakota Kai turning moment. You know what I mean? Like, or, you know, Ciampa on Gargano.
Because
like that.
It's going to be Brock Lesnar. That's going to be the surprise.
Brock
in a
Lesnar
War
on a
Games
team is just
match.
weird to me. That's just weird to me, no?
Correct.
Not if you just walk in, smack.
Yeah, but it's
like,
different.
Yeah,
Brock-
and if you the last person to go in, and then that's when the War Games match start, and he just take everybody out, and then Paul Heyman
They all
raises.
gonna sit in that cage. They better make a big ass cage for that man. They're gonna need a cage for him alone.
A separate joint.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's just like, but we've seen that before. Like we've seen Brock show up, wreck shop, and leave. So whatever we're gonna see,
Sorry.
like I saw that too. Shut your whore mouth, Roberto. Like
yeah, I don't know.
we've seen it. We've seen it before. We've seen it before. So what can happen in this War Games match that we haven't done yet? We haven't seen. The only likely thing could be like if Chris Jericho shows up. That's the only like whoa moment.
Why y'all think that's gonna happen?
I don't think that's gonna happen. But lately, like that's obviously been the tradition for the last few years, or the last since early Survivor Series. You know what I mean? Somebody debuts or someone returns. You know, from Undertaker down to Randy Orton, down to CM Punk, down to all of that.
Yeah. Either way, AEW's War Games looks way better.
It's
blood and guts.
No.
Blood and guts for IP reasons.
Blood and guts looks better than
I said what I said. I said what I said. I'm not gonna disrespect Dusty Rhodes. That's War Games. I know War Games. When I see War Games, that's War Games. Okay?
That's that pure.
Like y'all telling me it's spades, but they call it aces here in Britain. Bitch, that's spades.
That's spades.
Spades, just like they said, come to America. His mama named Clay. I'm gonna call him
Clay.
Right.
Cassius. I'm gonna call him Cassius. You know what's gonna be money besides Mercedes being in this match for Blood and Guts. Harley Cameron. This will be the breakout for Harley Cameron. Listen, tonight
coming out party.
I bet her, because this is the only thing to justify Harley Cameron being in this match. I better see Mini Monet. Not only will I need to see Mini Monet, I need to see Mini Monet get busted open.
Where's she gonna put it though?
Mini Monet get busted open, you said?
I need to see Mini Monet get busted open. Mercedes has had enough of this puppet, and she hits it with a chair, and it gets knocked out, and then it rises back up. Crimson Mask. I need that in my soul. Level 10 Muda scale.
That would
Mini
be funny.
Monet.
That
The
would be funny
Mercedes
as hell.
Monet puppet bleeding.
That would be probably even funnier than Finn coming out with the demon puppet.
With Demon Nito.
First
Puppets
time.
are over in wrestling, okay?
They are.
Puppets are very over right now. I need Mini Monet to bleed tonight.
Jeffrey, a puppet busted open. I've heard enough.
Oh my god. I need it.
All I can think of too is like the little cotton sticking out, and then
yes.
Like, what are we doing?
That's exactly what it would be like cotton. It would be like gushing the cotton.
I'm literally trying to picture it too.
Yes.
And they gonna close up on it, and she gonna get the little scrunched up face, like, and then just start attacking.
It just get busted open. There is no point of having the puppet ever. Like, there's no point of it if you don't do it for this one reason tonight. Pay it off.
I'm just gonna be interested where she grabbed it from. That's my thing.
Yeah, like
where y'all gonna hide
it? Yeah,
like where's it? Like where is she gonna know to go grab that thing?
Yeah, like she's reaching for like a chair. She's too weak to like grab a chair or something, and the puppet helps her grab. We need something to happen. I just need the puppet to bleed tonight.
All right.
Why is that happening today?
Huh?
You know what?
Why is that happening today? Ain't War Games? Should War Games be like on a Saturday or something?
Don't they do it every like November? I thought like
No,
Blood and Guts is like November, right?
It was summer because of All in Texas.
you're right.
So they had to kind of screw up everything because normally they would have it in July.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
This should definitely be a PLE though. These are some great matches.
Yeah.
This
They
is
are
good.
great.
Yeah, PLE worthy.
We see you, Tony.
Well, kind of going from AEW WWE, Chavo Guerrero, he just announced that he re-signed with WWE. So thoughts of that. We saw him at AAA a while ago. Back in June, he was spotted there. So what do you think he's going to be doing with the company? And then why do you think he made the jump?
I think it's good that Dominic finally got some family over there.
Finally.
Uncle.
Gotta be somebody on his side somehow.
That's family over there, bro. He had to go make one up with Judgment Day. Yeah, it's good. It's good that he got family over there now.
By the way, it's funny you said that, Councilman, because there's a backstage promo of when Dominic lost the IC title to John Cena, where he's like, "Where's Judgment Day? Where's my family?" And he uses the word family specifically. And now this comes out.
All right, well,
so maybe we could see Uncle Chavo pull up with him.
I do have a response for that, because I saw that initially and I'm like, I love you, Dom, because I love that, you know, he's obviously feeding into the character so well, and he's asking where his family is, where his people are. Boy, nobody told you to go out there. You went out there all by yourself. So, you know what I mean? You went out there all by yourself and interrupted Super Cena in Boston. You kind of made your bed there, but
wait, no. Listen, if I decide I'm fit to go punch the devil, my family better be ready to ride with me. Come on, help me all by myself. Like,
but you know they damn near about to ready turn on his ass anyway. We know that's coming.
Man, that's messed up. What about your family, man? That's messed up.
Well, I mean, the time too.
But I think it's also
Eddie's
good.
Second daughter.
Yeah, and it's good for Chavo. It's because obviously, you know, the whole thing with, you know, wrestling having more than one royal family. Guerrero's is one of them as well. You know, it's a way to reconnect back with the brand that he's very familiar with. You know, it's obviously a little different now, but he does bring a lot of experience and good in-ring psychology to the table. So he could also work as a mentor, you know, not even just as part of a storyline for Dominic, you know, all jokes aside, like, you know, for helping NXT superstars even, or, you know, I feel I see him in that route, especially too.
From a creative wise too, because Chavo's pretty creative.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And of course we saw that Eddie's daughter Sherilyn is now training with Booker T in Reality of Wrestling. So we actually also
good for us.
we joked about that too. Yeah, we joked about that. We were like, oh, he got some fam. So the whole fam is coming together. But in the interview, Chavo did mention that he's going to be helping with like AAA. So, we kind of happen too. But obviously it's wrestling. Anything's possible. And wrestling fans, we love continuity. We love like, oh my God, they're really going to do this. So like, that moment where we see Chavo and Dominic on screen together.
Man, I can't wait to see where that goes. I can't wait to see where that goes.
That'd be a mania moment.
And Chavo's really good with that stuff too.
Is Primo and Epico still at TNA?
The Colognes?
That's a good question.
I think they actually finished. I don't think they were on a deal, but I think they're in NWA. I feel like I saw something with NWA where they were like doing stuff with that now. So if you got a Roku, you can watch the episode that will probably be taped today, but not air until like March for some reason, because that's NWA's taping and release schedule.
Oh, Courtney, how funny is it? We did just see Chavo Guerrero literally like a month and a half ago.
I was going to say that too, and that's pretty crazy. And also, I'm very happy for Chavo because he does have a lot of experience backstage. In fact, a lot of people don't know he was part of the SmackDown 6 when SmackDown was hot and Paul Heyman was there. Him and Uncle Eddie were part of the SmackDown 6, and he could really be beneficial since that was the brand he started in, was SmackDown. So that are some things that he could do that. I mean, of course, it would be nice to see him interact with Dominic. Love to see him interact backstage with Ray, because I think Ray is medically cleared. They did say that he is officially medically cleared. So I wouldn't mind seeing him doing backstage. I wouldn't mind seeing him being backstage with other superstars, but he definitely would bring a lot of creativeness with his experience, whether it be at Raw, SmackDown, or NXT.
Light bulb. What if we get Ray and Dom for the AAA Mega Championship at Survivor Series? And how does Dominic retain? Uncle Chavito, Tio Chavito comes in to assist.
I mean, but why are we bypassing so many other potential superstars that deserve a title shot to a deadbeat. Like he don't even pay child support.
Well, Dom's over 18, so I will hope not.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, hey, if you love your child, ain't you supposed to be supporting the entire time? That's all. That's all I'm saying. I didn't give it as far as a dollar amount go, but he just left Dominic to himself. He don't even try no more. You don't even try to put your family back together. That's all I'm saying. We filing the junction because
I see this the paperwork.
We don't want deadbeats associated with the greatest luchador, so we're trying to get Ray to give up the rights and go by Mystery O instead of Mysterio. So there's no
mystery.
So there's no just so there's no confusion. That's all. Because you got the greatest luchador, and they're gonna be like, well, is this we don't want to have a Gilbert.
What's Sindel? Oh yeah, Sindel says Eddie left his son in Ray's care and he beat him up on live television.
Sindel gets it. Sindel gets it. Like, and he gets a title shot. Exactly, Jeffrey. What are we doing now? Just say legends. They just
listen. This is it goes to show you that this is yet another beautiful example of long-term storytelling at its finest.
I know,
another wrestling family. It's beautiful. I love it.
I mean, I guess if that's what y'all looking for, just.
Listen, Dom is a big boy now. He can handle this on his own. He's fine. He got this. He's fine.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny if they brought Vicky back.
That would be
Now that would be some shit. That would be some shit.
Vicky's been on TV. She's been back on WWT post AEW. So yep. Excuse me. She comes up with a brown envelope like Maury Povich.
Oh my god.
I mean, we kind of talked about this a while ago as far as Chris Jericho. On his podcast, he said TNA looks like the second biggest company in the world, which is kind of odd that he would, one, talk about another company because we already kind of know what's happening. And then two, for him to say TNA and not AEW, the company that he works for. And it's his podcast. It's not run by AEW. However, he's affiliated. It's like if you a blood, and then all you talking about your cousin who's a Crip saying like, yo, he good people. Like you don't say that
positive
in front of mixed companies.
Wrestling has more than one.
Abusive family.
I did see that.
Yo, hey, honey, you ready? No.
Dylan, please.
Clip that. Yeah, clip that.
Dylan, please. I want to show. We need to show that to Dion. We need to.
No, not the weight belt. Not the weight belt, Daddy. Not the weight belt. No. Giant weight belt. You want to see a nightmare?
Oh,
that's hilarious. Sorry, Chris Jericho. As we've said weeks ago when we saw the Rock and Roll Rager didn't have any AEW stars on it. Hey man, we were pointing to the hey, we getting our money. That's what Chris Jericho was doing. See you in Saudi, buddy. See you at the Rumble. This points to that even more.
We just want y'all to know that is his. He came up with that. That is not a part of WWT. So anybody get offended at what he just did.
You notice I have my head down, right?
I know. You're right. I don't want to mess up the Riyadh sponsorship here. Sorry. I mean that it's awesome. I hope all the WrestleManias.
That's how you about to clean that up. Got you. Okay.
Yeah. It's Riyadh season. I don't even subscribe to fall or winter or spring or summer. Only Riyadh season. 24/7. 365.
As your today attorney, I would advise you to just stop talking.
All right, let me just go ahead and mute this.
Yeah, just
Courtney, thoughts?
Well, I mean, It's Chris Jericho's decision, which I'm surprised. And it's crazy because, Boss Lady, we were talking about TNA over the summer because they just surpassed 23 years, which is crazy because even though AEW's been around for 6 years and they're second most, you can't forget about TNA. And they've been around for quite some time. And with the fact, too, with Bound for Glory, it was a good show. I watched the entire show. But since I'm not filing one against Chris Jericho, he's one of my favorites. I can't do that. I can't do that against Chris. I mean, that's his opinion.
And
it's
send.
Kind of, sense, but I mean, it's not a coincidence because his deal is going to be up next month. It's going to be up next month. A lot of questions are going to be answered, and I don't know, maybe he did see Bound of Glory and watched it because he probably is a wrestling fan. I mean, I know he's under AEW contract, but he's still a wrestling fan. And with the fact too, he had the Dudleys and Hardys on his podcast like last week, 2 weeks ago.
So Courtney, do you think there's a possibility of him going to TNA first before WWE?
It's a possibility.
Ooh.
If he doesn't get his new deal.
Has he ever been in TNA?
Jericho's never been in TNA.
He's never been in TNA.
Last thing to conquer.
But see, and then he posted the thirst trap of being ripped at 55.
I'm not gonna lie, Jericho.
There's a lot of talent he could put over there.
And Jericho potentially becoming TNA champion and then going over to WWE to talk crap.
Like right in the NXT portal.
So Jericho
gotta go there.
So Jericho's going to go to. So Chris Jericho will go to TNA to become the Diaz campeón. On Espanol. Is that right?
I understood.
Spanish.
10 times.
Yes.
10 times. Just say 10 times.
Yes.
Right? Is that what?
Because
I admire his effort. I admire his effort on that. He tried.
Because it is it's kind of like Will, if you go on a podcast that does something similar to our podcast, and then you say on that podcast, yeah, you're one of the best women's you just, unless your intention is to just go and be with that podcast, like it seems like you just wouldn't do that unless there's other things at play. Like you wouldn't say that on the podcast.
So you think that's a play to go to TNA?
I mean, I feel like why would you you could say it's your podcast. Of course, you could say whatever you want. And you have had WWE people on your podcast. That's not an issue. But you're saying that the company that you work with publicly is the third best? Why say anything at all? If you really truly believe that, I'm not saying that you shouldn't say that, but why say anything at all unless you know
there's something that he knows that we don't know yet.
Yeah, it's a wrap anyway. So I'm gonna just say whatever I want to say. Like it just like
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Diaz is Spanish for 10, right?
D-I-D-S D-I-E-Z. Diaz is a last name.
It's a surname of Diaz.
He got to learn. Hey, he got to learn. He making the effort. He making the effort.
And instead of El Goat is El Chivo.
I don't like that.
Where have you been this whole time, honey? Adios mío.
I like El Goat. I like El Goat. Like El Goat.
Help me, por favor.
All
right.
Alto, por favor. That's Spanish. Alto, I know that one. Alto? Anyway.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. So proud.
Merci,
congratulations. Congratulations are in order to Roman Reigns and CM Punk. So they're joining the Rock in Disney's Zootopia 2.
What?
I mean, we knew
Yes.
that definitely. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, like
This
he
is
looks
this,
like it. What
this
are
is
we
gonna
talking
be.
about?
I'm intrigued. I want to go see
Yeah,
it.
Are
this
they
is
like
the beginning. This is only the.
Yeah, if you didn't see the
Huh?
first one, you got to see the first one before the sequel.
yeah, they voicing twins or something? CM Punk. and
Yeah,
Roman.
CM Punk and Roman. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's dope though. Like you always see
That
like
Disney money?
yeah, and like but
Bro.
the
Yeah. Okay.
you see TV stars, you see reality show people like go do voiceovers all the time. It's like I think it's dope to finally start getting wrestlers to like be in stuff like this, to voice that
Hell
stuff,
yeah.
like show their range. Like
Two
go
of my
for it.
favorite. Two of my favorite things: wrestling and Disney. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I'm here for this.
Yes.
Yeah, this reminds me of like bringing superstars like back, like when like yo, it was cool to have Stone Cold do a voiceover for
Right.
your like animated short.
Wonder if they ran into each other at all. I wonder if like Punk confronted Rock about those goosebumps.
Man, they probably did that from their house
Yeah, they did probably most likely,
and got paid a ridiculous amount of money.
or went in studio because Disney.
The tribal chief ain't going to no studio. He ain't
Yeah.
got time for it.
If they
See,
pay him good enough, they will. He will.
pay him good enough, they'll build a recording studio in his house and do
Yeah,
it from there.
that part.
Okay.
That's tribal chief.
They're gonna play zebra.
I think
cops.
you're putting a little bit too much sauce.
Sauce on what?
Zebra cop. I think you're putting a little bit too much sauce. I think Roman Reigns does go into the studio.
I think he would.
You have to watch.
I think more. I think more like. I think the Rock. I think the Rock's more likely to do it. Though. The Rock is definitely more likely to do it.
Yeah.
Go studio.
Oh,
Right. He's the one. It's kind of almost like radio, right? You have Ryan Seacrest, who he has a studio in his house, and then everybody else comes into the studio because it's Ryan Seacrest. He's been doing this forever, but everybody else needs to come in.
That's a little too close to home. A little insider baseball.
Yeah,
right
I know.
there, DK.
I know.
Little insider baseball right there.
But that's the tribal chief. That's the
Rock's
cousin.
Do you think when the wrestlers go into the studio to record their lines, they do their wrestler entrances? So it takes Roman Reigns
when they walk into the booth.
Yeah, like it takes Roman Reigns like 47 minutes.
Hey, to be fair, if you're a fan of wrestling and you know they're coming,
hell yeah, I would just play it for them.
Would the thought not cross your mind for the music?
Yeah, you would just play it for them, like without even bringing it up.
Then here's the question: do they want to hear it? Like, because some people, and the reason I say that is because, like, for instance, so it's like some actors and some people in the industry appreciate when you just treat them like they don't want like that's the true. Whole thing. So that'd be an interesting question that I feel like if you ask him in an interview, he won't answer truthfully because it's an interview. But if you ask him off the record, like, I'm really curious, like, like he's walking through the airport and he has 30 people giving him the one. Does he just want to be? Does he just want to be? Does he just want to be? Yeah. Right. Does he not want to be acknowledged?
But I also understand what you mean, because there's also those elite actors like actors that have been in the game for a minute, like they like method actors, you know what I mean? Like they have to get into a certain mode or a certain mindset. Like they don't want to deal with all of that, or they get in character and start walking around in character and being in character throughout the whole time they're filming.
Urkel talked about it. He's like, there's so many people who come up to him saying, did I do that? And he hasn't played Urkel in what, 20 plus years. And he's just kind of like,
let's respect that. His
right. Exactly.
I think Jaleel White would way prefer to be called Jaleel White.
Right. His name is
right. But what I'm saying is, if somebody comes up to you.
That's you're the reason why they don't. You right there are 5 reasons why they don't. What up, Urkel? Like, damn, yo. I
mean, that's like, you know what?
Call me is Urkel.
That's what my parents called the show too. Like, the show was called Family Matters. The show was called Urkel. Hey, what time Urkel come on?
That's what it became about. That's actually why Harriet left the show, because
that's why Harriet dipped out. She was like, "Oh, I'm sick of it."
Yeah, Because most people don't know Family Matters is about her.
It was a spinoff from Perfect Strangers.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was about her,
Oh.
actually. It became about her.
Yeah, I didn't
Urkel
know
was only
that.
supposed to be there for like 4 episodes. And then he just wowed everybody. And then they made the show about him.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. This show is not only WWT, but it's WWTV as well. We talked about
all day.
Yeah, you know. So
yeah.
Congratulations,
Jeffrey.
CM Punk.
But I would say this. I would not mind being in the grocery store and Shawn Michaels walk in and his music start playing and he do his intro. You would not see me hate.
You best believe I'm stopping shopping and I'm gonna watch him do his entrance. I will watch.
That's like pyrotechnics. It's like what the pyro? You know what I'm saying?
It's one of the greatest entrances and entrance theme songs. One of the greatest entrance theme songs of all time.
I'm just saying, if we in the movies and Ric Flair walk in and they start playing his music.
Ric Flair would want his music to be played. That is a guarantee.
Yes, he would.
I'm saying we should embrace that a little more. We
show him to the very end.
We should. Side note, by the way, Jimmy Hart wrote Shawn Michaels' theme song. By the
way. He did, and sang on it, background vocals.
Yeah. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Hart's pin game.
Okay, he wrote a few. He wrote quite a few.
Yeah, he was like a boy band or something growing up, so you know.
Yep.
It was.
Wait,
it was pretty lit.
What did Cousin Ron say?
You don't want to know what Judy been doing.
We got to save that for after dark. That's for after dark purposes.
Hey man, why you bringing up a small portion of that lady past, dog?
I know it's currently active allegedly.
Oh my God.
I mean, y'all heard the City High song. You know, some people got.
What would you do if your son was at home crying all alone?
Okay, before we wrap up with MLW real quick, you're telling me that the only thing that you could do, that was it? So the only way to feed them is to, like, you got Wick? You know what I'm saying? Like, Wick's not a thing?
Bro,
like,
I don't even want to. You know what?
We're not going there.
So I could
anyway.
I
just ain't no.
Have you heard the whole song?
I could. Yeah, I could.
This is where you choose to kill your career at, huh? This is where you choose to die.
Like, we got Robin still. You know,
this is where you choose.
MLW back there. I think we should retract that.
There is a big match.
Wait, Kane.
Yes.
Right.
Because I was for sure finna hit this.
It's a lot of scenarios.
If kept talking.
All right. MLW, Major League Wrestling, Scarlett Bordeaux, the return against Isla Dawn. We saw this actually get previewed back during the Halloween matches. We saw it back in Long Beach. It got previewed, man. So really excited about this. I'm shocked she was able to keep her WWE name. Dawn.
No, her name
not
was
Scarlett,
that before she went to WWE.
That's her real name, right?
Oh,
Scarlett came in there.
Her name was that before.
No, her name. Yeah, she had that name before she came. That's why they only called her Scarlett. She didn't use that.
Yeah, like the Bordeaux part, exactly. But yeah, I mean, like, is it Isla or Isla Dawn? Always
Isla.
Isla.
Yeah, like silent.
The S is silent. Yeah, just like I should have been on that last conversation. But yeah, she was like under a different name when she first joined WWE, right? Or when she was in like Pro Wrestling Eve and whatnot. Like that's what I remember as. But I was shocked she was able to keep her WWE name, Miss Dawn, who I feel like, did they not really know what she was doing at WWE? Because she was like right in the middle of the whole Unholy Union thing.
She had the Unholy Union. She had the tag title. And she was in NXT. And
it's just, it feels like one of those, like, I remember like Jimmy Wang Yang telling the story of how he got released and then he came back to visit some people when they were in the town, and the VKM, Voldemort McManus was like, "Hey, Jimmy Wang, like, what's up, man? Where you been?" And he was like, "You fired me like a couple months ago." He was like, "Oh, well, come back." Like, I wonder if there's a situation with her, because she will be sorely used right now in Chelsea Green's in the green regime and the Secret Service, in my opinion. But Instead, she's going to be here Thursday, November 20th in Charleston with MLW.
A lot of stuff is happening in Charleston in the last couple of months or the last bit of the year.
Charleston's a good place. It's a cool place.
They got railroad tracks.
Man, what's next, bro? What's next?
I think with that is a good. Actually, no, this is actually a good one. So D'Lo Brown says the Nation of Domination deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Thoughts on this? And this will be our last topic.
Wait,
Yes.
they not?
Yes.
Are they really not?
No, they're not. They're not.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? That they're not. None of them.
Ain't the Godfather in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, but
Yes,
them
he
as a
is in the
group's
Hall of
not.
Fame. But not as a
It's
group.
kind of like when Shawn. Yeah, it's like when Shawn Michaels was in, but not DX, or when DX was in, but not Triple H.
APA, but not Farouk.
That's
Yeah.
wild, though.
It's messed up. And you know what's crazy? All of them are still around and still keep in contact with each other too. You know, their impact was big. Their impact was like none we'd ever seen before. And the fact that they're still not in the Hall of Fame.
They gave you The Rock.
Hello.
Yep.
Yes.
Like, they
This
gave you
group,
The Rock. Like,
Hey, The Rock, The Godfather.
now I wonder, are they trying to hold this until The Rock gets inducted and then they do it?
I don't
So-
want to do that.
So that's not his first Hall of Fame ring.
But it should.
nah, I
be.
can see that. I can
This
see
is where
that.
he got his. This is
Even-
where he
even
found,
though-
this is where he found himself. It should be his first.
I mean, they were over, dude. I love the Nation. I felt like it should have lasted longer. I felt like we should have got more championships on them. You know, I was one of the only kids in school who rooted for the Nation of Domination over D-Generation X. You know, they came out.
I used to be really torn in those moments because I loved them both.
I know it was one of those, but I had to, you know what I mean? I was like, hey man, you know, them like my daddies and my uncles.
And they had a good
including my
group
uncle
by
that's
the way too. They had a really
oh
good
we
group.
all it still bangs. Like I play it during my gym workout.
It shuffles through my car when I'm driving to work and stuff.
It's
When I
like,
get wrestling theme songs popping up on my playlist. This is one of them. I'll leave that shit on.
Yeah. No, it was very dope. They was out there doing the sign, you know, the Black Power, big deal. Of course, there's the gif of the white boy doing it as well. There was even acceptance of all, including Owen Hart was a one-time member where he was enough is enough.
And it's time for a change.
The original caution.
The
Okay,
original
that was the first
caution.
proceed with caution, technically, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But I would love this for the Nation though. They definitely deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. And each of them went on to becoming something in their own right and went on in their individual paths as well that were successful.
I mean, I would say, you know, this is one of those who were most successful in the Hearts.
They well, because the Hart Foundation was dying out at that point because D-Generation X was down their throat at that point. But Nation had some good rivalries with them.
Man,
Do you think the reason why they haven't is what they are attributing to possibly
What do you mean?
Yeah,
by
it's
pro-black?
It's waters to tread in these times, especially with what you're moving with and what you'd have to bring up and what you would be saying.
Nation of Domination will be nuclear flames in this climate today. I missed them. Sometimes it feels like the gimmick was too early. It feels like it wasn't.
It was ahead of its
enough.
time. That's what
ahead of it.
Yo,
especially when they first came out.
Hell yeah.
When they first came out and they had
Mhm.
Clarence Mason out there with them, and you know it was real like, okay, yeah, we finna get Yak up out of here type of like
Hey, I still had to this day. I think the New Day should have did the Nation of Domination.
I agree.
Oh my
100%.
god.
Well, you
My
remember
God.
you remember when they were kind of leaning towards that? They changed because
I was
also
Doing it real quick on that for some reason.
yeah, it's 2 times they changed. One, they were going two black church. If you remember that, they had to pull back. And then they were leaning little, and then they pulled back from that. And now, well, obviously we have a different version of them. Shout out to I don't know, I already shouted him out, but shout out to Austin, because I guess he's doing more cardio because he leaning out. Jesus. So shout out to him. But yeah, now that I think about it, considering the climate, considering the WWE folks who are currently or kind of affiliated with the current office, I don't know if that would garner an issue.
Yeah, Triple H definitely is making sure.
Not
on my watch.
Also, too, he could not know who that is and be siding with them. Be like, I love the Nation of Domination. They're good people.
I got no.
That was great.
They're just good people, and they just love everything.
They should be in the Hall of Fame by now. I don't understand why. We should call them. Someone call the Nation right now. Let's talk to them on the phone.
So much.
Let's talk.
And then you're gonna have somebody on a news channel say how they bad, and they weren't. They were actually robbing from kids instead of feeding them. It's
I mean, something's got to give Triple H, because one of these men in that picture in the Nation of Domination is on that TKO board. So
yeah, but he also don't claim this portion as much as we would like.
Yeah, he has. I'm not saying recently, but he has.
Rock says it, and it doesn't sound weird when he says it.
Hairlines and haircuts don't lie, honey.
No.
I've never seen.
I know. I get it. I get what you're saying, bro.
And that smooth hair like that, I've never seen that in my life be natural.
He just got good. He just got good hair. That's all that was. He just had good hair.
Nah, player.
All right, honey. Where can everybody find you?
He says it, and it doesn't sound weird when he says it. I'm sure when he says it, it doesn't sound off. When he
You think he say it?
He say it. Yeah, he said it.
I don't think he said it. I think he'd cuss before he say it, or like say I don't think
I think he says it, and it sounds more natural than Jacob Fatu saying it.
Oh, they definitely say it. Him and Jimmy. They definitely. They say that all the time.
I couldn't help but wonder.
Rocky be down, honey.
And you probably didn't say it a couple times.
I believe Boss Lady was asking me a question.
Oh, is it over? My bad.
Twice.
Mercifully.
I didn't get to get my question of the day.
Twice.
Wait, do your what of the day?
My question of the day.
Oh Lord, what's the question?
No, right, we gotta get out of here. I want to catch blood and guts. I want to watch.
No, War Games, Will. You guys can find me every now and then on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Especially Fridays for the Honey Night SmackDown watch along. You can find me here on WWT every week. Kayfabe podcast back this week. Finally had to get some things in order. And let's see. Oh, interview with Terry Runnels is out on WWT's YouTube. Check it out. It was quite fun. From 90s Wrestling Con. And all things wrestling with Honey. That's it, y'all. I'm chilling today.
So I'm gonna ask my question anyway. So do people really think Javon is finna beat Gunther in a match?
He finna take them hits, I tell you that.
Like we really sitting like, and I'm just like,
my boy's gonna get the initiation.
And if he in it, can my client not be in it? Like the last time is now. Might as well throw my boy in there and give him a shot at facing John Cena.
Are you speaking of him?
Man, the leader of the Big Back Coalition, man. The leader of the Big Back Coalition, man. Over
the ruler, man.
He's back and bigger than ever. He added a whole extra lane to his back.
Baby,
he's out here. Woo! Looking like the fucking Hulk without having no CG on to a busted up Ricky Saints. I'd be scared too if I was him. I would have let all the referees come out.
No bread, no potatoes.
Did you use the VPN or you?
Huh?
Did you use the VPN or did you watch it later?
I'm gonna be honest. I pressed something that I thought messed your whole thing up, and I closed my whole computer. I thought I did something bad and messed up your whole account, and I was like, cut it off. If I cut it off, it don't count. And I went back to it, didn't do nothing to it, so it worked. I tried it, but I just need help. I'm not.
Oh, okay. I was watching it last night.
I'm like honey to technology as when it comes to the VPNs. Like, what does this button do? What does this button do?
Just find your country and that's it.
I gotta go put on my little sweater. It's getting chilly.
Oh goodness. All right. Wait, you asked your question. My bad. Oh yeah. Do you want to do a quick NXT recap for the people?
Hell yeah, I can do a quick NXT recap for the people. It was a 7.5 out of 10 NXT. We had a whole bunch of matches happen. We have a lot of implications going on. First of all, we have a champion that's being real loose with her title right now, not deciding what she wants to do in Tatum Paxley. And for some reason now, she is giving JC Jane a rematch at Gold Rush. Why would she fight her? Not sure. Is she going to give Izzy Dame a title? Who knows? But what we do know is Tatum is trying to be a fighting champion, and I'm here for it.
Tatum Tuesdays.
We didn't say all that. We didn't say all that.
No, that's just the new thing.
Now hold on now. Now wait a minute. Not on my NXT. Not on my. She ain't earned that yet. You ain't earned your day yet. You see, JC didn't get one.
JC didn't even get one.
We didn't give again. You got to earn that. You got to let us. You got to let us give it to him. Yeah.
Unfortunately, no days start with J. So
yeah.
What is it?
That's all I'm saying.
JC Jersey.
Then the
JC Jide.
Then the Ghost of Christmas Present won the WWE Speed Championship. Jasper Troy. Every time I see him, I think like we finna like go tell Ebenezer like you should have done better. You gonna be visited by 3 ghosts this evening.
The big ass chains.
Oh, every time I see him, I'm like, I can't stop seeing it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
He beat
Little Timmy
for the WWE Championship. So, dope to have that on there because they are NXT titles now. So it's good for El Grande Americano to leave it in Troy's hands, and now you kind of have but you have a mountain of a challenge of beating Jasper Troy in 3 minutes, which I think is great for him. Gives him a lot of exposure that he'll need and get his stock raised with how many people he can beat in under 3 minutes. Then we had Thea Hale putting Elba Fire on her back in the middle of the ring as we are getting prepared for mixed tag action with Joe Hendry, Thea Hale in the blue shirt, and of course the greatest North Americans of all time, filled to the brim with Canadian DNA, Chelsea Green, all ego Ethan Page. Will they defeat Joe Hendry? Most likely, because you just don't mess with Canada. And I don't know what Joe Hendry North
Joe Hendry Scottish and American.
That did not help me of where he's from whatsoever. You just told me what he's mixed.
He's from Scotland, bruv.
Okay. You didn't say that. You just said he's Scottish and American. I know
Scottish. And Thea Hale's American.
French and black. No, and she's from fucking Albuquerque. Where is she from?
The term is La Negro. Thank you.
We also found out, I don't know where that was going. We also have
this Indiel's comment for me, man.
We also got full news that Sol Ruka is medically cleared. And I definitely put the quotes on that. And she will be facing Blake Monroe in a rematch ish because she didn't lose. To see if she can get her North American title back at Gold Rush next week. Then also Leon Slater and Javon Evans continue to show why they should not be a tag team and took on punk ass Dark State, who are for some reason the tag champs, and no one asked for any of this when they should be fighting for the X Division title. But hey, what the fuck do I know? I just watched the product. Obviously, I don't know nothing.
Maybe it'll lead to it. Mm-hmm.
I hope so, rather than this stupid ass side quest we on with whatever the hell.
State.
You know what's crazy is only one of them dark.
Only, yeah, it's just the sugars. Ain't having the leader.
Like, how y'all pick the brightest of the brights and then say Dark State?
Yeah.
like, yo, like, because none of them give me dastardly. Like, if I saw them in an alleyway, I would not be scared.
I want.
There would
I will.
Send deal.
If it was two, what is the deal?
Cynthio's been killing me the last 5 minutes, man.
Scotland, bro.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Definitely. If I saw Dark State at 3 a.m., I will continue walking on the same side of the street that I'm on. I would not switch sides. I would just stay right there.
Well, maybe you guys won't.
Y'all wouldn't either. Yeah, it's the safest y'all would feel.
If it's like you'd be like, "Whoa, I'm so happy to see you four guys.
So happy to see y'all.
So happy to see you guys.
Can one of y'all hold my purse? Like,
please.
That's how safe y'all would
feel.
Feel.
One of y'all hold my purse.
It's unzipped. My phone is unlocked and my banking apps are open.
You rummaging through it and stuff while they holding just one of the things, like the safest you would ever feel. But moving forward, though, Fallon Henley also defeated Skylar Ray in a speed match. Once again, showcasing why she is such a threat. Hopefully, we see her in more singles action and leading her to another championship. Yeah, yo. And then we had Tavion Heights, Josh Briggs continuing their feud and their beef. Good middle for a show. I don't mind this. Like, this is a nice, consistent beef that they're having that's not really getting old. It's not stale yet. I would love to see them maybe do something in Gold Rush. They got a stipulation to it. But this is a good filler rivalry for the two of them that doesn't have either one of them looking bad right now. Both of them seem to be into a win-win situation no matter who comes out on top. Then we had the last standing match for the NXT title, Ricky Saints versus Trick Williams. And in a so shocking conclusion, Trick Williams did not win. Such a plot twist. And Ricky Saints, battered, bruised, internal bleeding, 86 pounds with a wet shirt on and rocks in his pocket, remained your NXT champion. Then he was met by what we like to call in Ghana the Black Lion. Like if Mufasa's granddaddy came out, that's what he would look like. And he went to a human shape. Like, I ain't gonna lie. He should play Black Panther. Some version of Black Panther, Obafemi should play. After when he came out.
Man, he looks great.
All I could think of was like, yo, Trick Williams just lost him one in TK. She didn't switch teams. Now, I know she switched teams after she saw that. By the way, too, Trick, we don't appreciate you giving these couple pictures on your stories while you and Lash are at church on Sundays. Don't be doing TK like that. All right? You keep your couple like everybody else. Don't be. I was very offended when I saw that. Very offended. I was like,
godly man.
TK don't deserve this. Like, what you doing?
You wretched little bitch.
Exactly. How dare you, sir? That's why you got busted open Tuesday. That's why.
You got to pull up at church, TK. You got to pull up at a church. One time.
We would like to apologize on behalf of TK because she did not deserve that. As hard as she worked, man, the lady makes candles.
For the love of TK, damn it.
Come on, man.
Side note, I just love you calling it Ganya. That that pop. Yeah, just yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Because it's
Thank
a wrestler
you.
show, so this could be like Vern Gagne's land or something, even though it's a white man.
Thank you, Will, for that
Thank you.
spirit-filled recap. Honey, where can everybody find you?
Again, everybody could find me every now and then on Monday, Wednesdays, definitely Fridays, for WWT, as well as our Honey Night SmackDown watch along. Last week was quite fun, so I need y'all to bring the energy again this week. It was so great. So make sure you guys tune in on Friday. Kayfabe Podcast with the boys is back this week as well. Check out the interview with Terry Runnels. All things wrestling with Honey. Buzz buzz.
Courtney, where can everybody find you?
Well, the people can find me top of the hour because we got blood and guts happening with Timeless Elite Wednesday. Get ready because it's going to be a lot of mayhem. I get to see 3 of my favorite people from AEW get involved. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be mayhem. It's going to be chaos. So get your butts in seats and be with me on the 2.5-hour edition of AEW Dynamite. They can always find me chirping periodically on WWT Live as much as I can. Make sure to follow ISPW Wrestling. Yours truly was on the call last Friday for Girl Power Pro Wrestling. It was a fun show. Love seeing all the ladies being there. They all did a good job. Next time, I know they have a lot of events in November, December, but the next event I will be doing commentary for will be February 16th, 2026, where we'll be having Girl Power Pro Wrestling 3, and we will be featuring all the ladies. We just found out Carissa Rivera, formerly known as Electra Lopez, will be there in Parsippany, New Jersey, and found out the virtuosa Deanna Purrazzo will also be in the building as well. So there's a lot of things happening as well. Also, make sure to follow me on my socials because I got a lot of stuff happening. And make sure to check out my interview I did with Georgia Smith, the daughter of the British Bulldog. It was a really great interview. So feel free to check it out and let me know. And also, Honey and I will be there next Saturday at the American Mall for ISPW and GCW. So make sure to come out because Karrion Kross, Matt Cardona will be there. It'll be
My
fun.
number one draft pick. Hey, thank you for reminding me by that, by the way. And also, shout out to Notorious Mimi. I don't know if you saw the news earlier about Notorious Mimi getting WWE ID'd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I guess she's back. Sloane Jacobs, the former Sloane Jacobs, is now coming back. I'm with it though.
Well, I mean, we'll talk later. Kane, where can everybody find you?
Yeah, man. Here, Kane McCoy. I appreciate everybody. Time flies. We've been doing this for an hour plus, and people have still been in the chat commenting. So, man, we just out here talking women's wrestling and more. So it's always appreciative of you guys. Honey, what happened?
Nothing.
Okay.
But also, if you knew the context of it, it's way funnier.
It's hilarious. It's
hilarious.
hilarious.
You know the full context of it, it's hilarious.
That's a deep cut. That's a WWT deep cut. I like that.
No, that's a kayfabe thing. Like you
it's a kayfabe cut. Oh, it's even deeper.
Thing.
Oh, it's past the epidermis. I like that. We'll talk about it off air. Thanks.
Will, where can everybody find you?
You can find me dipping my chicken tendies with all the scumbags in the streets of Charlotte every week.
Make sure you get that vaccine for that.
Vaccine for dipping my chicken tenders in my own sauce next to my fellow. What you think we doing when we around each other?
I just get the vaccine just in case. You know, I don't know. I just health with wealth. Health is wealth. I can't talk. Just go ahead and mute my mic.
I'm stressed.
See, when you just be quiet and you let the Lord get him, those things happen. We're like, you know what? You can't talk. Don't do it. But yeah, you can find me everywhere. Will Ferrell, PHARAOH. Back again Thursday with Kayfabe Podcast, of course, with my wonderful crew, my tag team partner Honey, and of course Dion, the people's nightmare, and whatever BS he's on with his ridiculous timeline.
I got a phone to pick with him tomorrow, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, man. More content is coming. Just end of the year. Been trying to get stuff situated. Your councilman finally has a new gig. He can pay his bills. He ain't got to shake ass for dollars no more. or spy on Trick Williams anymore for TK. I no longer need that deposit anymore to keep tabs on him. So yeah. Scumbag Mania 2026.
Let's go.
Make it happen.
Rumble.
Also, check out the Women's Wrestling Archive. Donate whatever you can, $1, $5, $10. Matter of fact, make it 20 because 20 is the new dollar. So $20.
Facts.
$20.
That's facts.
Yes. That way you can be able, whenever you need to look up a woman's wrestler, you can go to the Women's Wrestling Archive, type it in, see the whole history, so you can argue with a credible source. And then also go to WWT, WWTalkPod.com. Get you some merch. It's the holiday season. You know you ain't figured out what to get your damn auntie. Get her a wrestling shirt. All right?
Sure.
She don't deserve it, but you deserve to be able to stun on that motherfucker by giving her a proper quality shirt from one of your favorite places you like to listen to. And also shout out to TK, because there's nothing like what y'all watching right here. This is the only place where you get to hear about women's wrestling and nowhere else. They all suck. I said it. I'm Paul Heyman this thing. They all suck. If you want the number one, you come here. Who else you know run a whole network and make candles? Multiple
and travel.
And ain't never home. Always on the island.
Boss lady.
Like, that's a green screen. Like, she's like,
that's a whole green screen.
Once this ends, she's going surfing. She has a surf lesson we're keeping her from, actually. Sorry, TK. I know you got to go catch some waves. My bad.
They had somebody fly that in for her and then set that up in the corner of her hotel room. And then she'll move and it's just her on the tropical island.
Yeah, just
Yep.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Will. Thank you guys so much. You can follow me everywhere at TK Trinidad. Make sure you check out that interview with Dave LaGreca from Busted Open. It was an amazing conversation. The end part kind of echoing what Will was saying. So, I appreciate it. Appreciate you all for rocking with us for so long. Definitely check out Women's Wrestling Talk for all the interviews, all the shows that we have. We're probably going to be doing a really great show for the end of the year. So you want to keep it locked for that. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk.
I had a question.
Yes.
Yeah, no, real quick. Well, I could ask you that off though, but it's okay. Finish. Go. I just realized I could ask you that offline. That's fine.
TK got a surf lesson to go to.
Go.
We interrupting her. She already gonna be late for the luau. So let's.
Yeah, that's right.
The number one
women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches January 1st, 2026, and it's going to pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might say he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate $1, $5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WWTalkPod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.